What Jesus tells us in this passage of the pearl of great value, or more specifically, he tells us of this pearl-searching merchant himself. Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a merchant. He tells us of this pearl-searching merchant himself as being some way comparable to the kingdom of heaven. It's a one-sentence parable that illuminates the concept of value in the mind of the heart of this man who finds something worth far more than any normal person would ever sacrifice to acquire it. And I'll suggest here, it's not the pearl again, but rather the merchant's exceeding joy in its discovery that is like the kingdom of heaven. And he's ecstatically overwhelmed by the value of his discovery, even if it costs him everything he has. Now, I don't think it's a stretch for us this afternoon to represent Bethlehem College and Seminary's education and joy as similarly analogous to this concept of a discovery of exceeding joy in the minds and the hearts and the lives of the searchers, discoverers, and beneficiaries of such astounding value. When we're made able to enjoy something that otherwise seems so far beyond our resources and our reach. Our tuition rate here is one of the lowest in American Christian higher education, only about $7,500 a year. Now, that doesn't mean it's inexpensive. You've gathered, I hope, this weekend, something of the high caliber of the professors that we retained to teach these students. I think you probably have gathered something of the good and virtuous aims of this institution. And yesterday, I thought it was an especially good opportunity that you could gain a picture of the quality and the caliber of the worshipful students who are here in this season. Indeed, these hundreds of generous contributors of whom I've spoke, men and women who are just saints of the church, come together every year to pay 2/3 of the tuition of every student here. And they do so by supporting the Serious Joy Scholarship in dollar amounts that are large and small. Some provide multiple scholarships of $10,000. Some are faithful in providing a scholarship of $10,000 a year. Some do so in half measure, some in quarters, some in mites. It's a marvelous personal ministry for Jesus, for all those who have taken up this cause, who might yet take up this cause, maybe even this afternoon. I'm told that if you'll but point your camera on your phone at the ghastly QR code behind me, you can make a gift before I've even concluded my remarks. It looks like someone smashed an insect on my once pristine slide, that this is the 21st century, and I digress. Now, this is important. What the students receive here is not low tuition. They receive pearls of great value, things so profoundly valuable that they can properly be regarded as priceless. More valuable than silver or gold, more valuable than Ivy League credentials, more valuable than being the #1 draft pick for some major league team. Pearls of great value, something worth far more than anyone could sacrifice normally to acquire it, available at a price point to the student that permits them to be actually able to acquire it. The Serious Joy Scholarship and the low tuition price that it enables for this extraordinarily high-quality education is more than a compelling reason to come to Bethlehem College or Seminary. And for those like me and many of you whose task it is now to contend in this generation for the sake of the next, for the faith once given to the saints, the Serious Joy Scholarship is a most worthy beneficiary of our stewardship, our philanthropy, and our prayers, and in both cases, potential students and potential contributors. I hope you'll seize this opportunity and take this charge on soon.